She said that her sister contacted her, last contacted her on 4 o'clock last night or so. But then she wasn't able to make contact with her again.
Your web searches. Convicted without a body. How many prostitutes solved? Why so many go unsolved?
Let me just make this clear because I'm not begging nobody to be in my life. And trust me, with or without you, I'm good. I promise you. The real question is you good without me?
This is 26-year-old Tshey Bennett, an exotic dancer. Police also claim she dated men for money. One of those men was a military guy, 20-year-old Willie Ellerton. Tshey traveled from Houston, Texas to Pensacola, Florida. She was staying at the Sweet Dreams Inn Motel, room 130. Her son's birthday was coming up, and she loved him dearly. She wouldn't miss his birthday for the world. But then something strange happened. She stopped communicating with her family. They knew where she was staying, so they made contact with the front desk, and then law enforcement. This is when the investigation started.
In a rental?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's more likely it then. And room 130, was it?
It's a little strange that she got her phone off, but she did say that if she said something about Cash App, that usually means she met somebody to hang out with.
So, does hang out mean she's hooking as well?
Get away from me.
No.
You were here last night, right?
Yeah.
So, did you see anyone go in and out of that room or anything like that?
No.
You just were walking by, noticed the door.
No, I work front desk.
And they called.
And they called me.
Just some of the friends called you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what did you do then?
Oh, she called me and said that her friend, I should check on her. No, she said that is her friend at the hotel. Her name is Tshey Bennett. I said yes. She said that she's calling her phone. She's not getting her. She's on meds. And if anyone could check on her. And she asked about security. I told her there was no security available. And I went out. Went to the room. I saw the door cracked a little bit. Knocked on the door. Went inside. No one was inside.
As investigators checked around the area, they found the earring matching the one Tshey had been wearing. They then went into the room and sprayed Blue Star. Blue Star is a chemical that detects blood. You know, if somebody tried to get rid of the crime scene, clean up blood, it detects that. And they found blood all over the place, all on the nightstand, the bed, carpet.
She said that her sister contacted her, last contacted her on 4 o'clock last night or so. But then she wasn't able to make contact with her again. She saw that she had been at this hotel over here because of her GPS. She contacted the staff. The staff came to her door, saw the door was wide open, but there's no one inside, that they could see. So they shut the door. Then when it came out to check out, they went in there today, and they found her 2 phones in the bathtub. That's the only thing that's in there. And then her rental car is still out here with all of her bags and everything in the back.
When they checked the cameras, they seen a red car parked in the parking lot around the same time Tshey came up missing. They ran the plate. It was a rental. It was rented by Willie Ellerton.
The only thing I would like to talk about is y'all's report. I read the beginning of it. You guys said that I escaped the military base. I didn't escape the military base. The rest of the stuff y'all talk about on the report, I want to have a lawyer present while I talk about it. But this, I feel like I'm being.
All right. So what would you like me to know?
I want you to know.
Well, first off, sorry to cut you off with it. Tell me a little bit about yourself so we can understand who you are. Like I said, I think I started off by asking you, you went to Paris Island. Okay. Was it your choice to join the military, or is it something that was?
Sorry, sir, but in the most respectful way possible. I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how we got here. I served in the military as well, so I understand. Like I said, going from boot camp, is this your first A school away from home? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. Trying to figure out who Willie is. That's it. First time away from home, second time. I know you're very close with your mom. So are you the only child? I hate to think that the only Willie I know is the Willie that's in the papers.
Well, if you're asking for a lawyer, I can't speak to you about it.
I'm not speaking for a lawyer right now. I'm saying for this, so I'd like to speak to you about a lawyer.
Okay, but I have to clarify this. If you want a lawyer right now, we cannot speak with you any further, and me and him have to leave. Because if you're asking for an attorney, we can't talk about the case with you.
At this point, the investigators already had enough evidence to get a warrant for his phone. And once they got inside his phone, they put everything together.
Also, your web searches. Can a murderer be convicted without a body? How many prostitute murders go unsolved? Why so many sex workers go unsolved? Can police track Snapchat? We can. Is 109 pounds, 90 pounds heavy, which is the exact pounds that Tshey Bennett puts on her ads. Missing people. How to delete Turo account. How does Turo track cars? Well, this is exactly how Turo's track cars after a subpoena. Searches before you met with Bennett. You searched power cord, which was left in the hotel room. You searched do people scream when being strangled.
My PlayStation.
Documenting reality, which is not where you go to search for PlayStation cords.
No, I searched for my power cord for my PlayStation.
Which is found in the hotel room.
That's not that one.
Okay. You also scream, do people scream when being strangled?
Just because I search stuff up doesn't mean.
Willie purchased a large 36-inch rolling duffel bag just before he met up with Tshey. They also checked his GPS. It led them to a wooded area. They followed the tire tracks. That's when they seen a body. They later identified the body as Tshey Bennett. They identified her through her tattoos from recent pictures she had online. Willie apparently disappeared from the military base, and military personnel couldn't find him. They searched his room and they found the duffel bag, gloves, receipts, shoes, and other items. So, the investigators are saying Willie strangled her with a PlayStation cord.
Okay, so we've sent Apple a search warrant to get all those locations of where you've been, so we can put you at the hotel at where the body was dumped, along with your Gmail account through Google. Again, search warrants for those. We've already got your phone records, so we can put you in Mobile. We're trying to track down the other prostitute or the escort that you made contact with on the 15th to see if she's okay. So there's a lot of things coming. So just don't think that, hey, this is done and over with. There's a lot of stuff that's coming in that's going to stack up, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I should have talked to them when I had a chance. Because everything we find, we put out there so people know what the hell's going on. So that's what I'm saying. Your opportunity to tell us your side of what happened rather than us be the storytellers. See what I'm saying? Because the story that we've already put out is what you see. And I mean, shit, TMZ's picked it up.
Is that?
That's how big the story is. And that all they have is the side that we put out and what we found on your phone. So you were asking and wondering what happens to the body after 2 days of being dead. There's your answer.
But in case you don't understand where that location is, once we got your phone, this is the GPS coordinates on your phone that matches that location. So, I mean, I guess now you know what happens to the body after 2 days. So, last chance if you'd like to clear anything up. Because like he said, I mean, the car you rented, the car in front of the hotel. Then if you want to say that you did not rent the car and have your Turo account before you deleted it. The Shell station, right before you went there. This is the hotel room. If you notice, the bedding's missing. Cord that was left on the bed after you left her, including conversations of you meeting up with her. Also, your web searches. Can a murderer be convicted without a body? How many prostitute murders go unsolved? Why so many sex workers go unsolved? You document a woman found in creek. multiple times. What happens if you leave water in a hotel? Burner phone number that don't collaborate with police.
It means a whole lot when it's 2 hours before you meet up with somebody.
Necessarily.
Well, yeah, especially.
I mean, if I
off
search
the gas.
up, hey, where's the nearest Mexican restaurant?
No, I'd like to speak
And
with
in
my
2
lawyer
hours, I go eat
before
Mexican food.
discussing this.
What's that?
So I'd like to speak with a lawyer before discussing this.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Because here's the reality: we don't need you. We don't need you to talk. We don't need you to say anything. This isn't even 10% of what we have on you. So we were just being nice and giving you the chance to clear up some things if you wanted the chance. We didn't have to come. We could have told him to take you straight to the jail. But we stayed over, our time because we wanted to give you the opportunity to, like I said, if there's something that is incorrect, if there's something that you want to say, if there's something that you want to explain, we were going to give you that opportunity. Because like I said, this isn't even a portion of what we have from your phone, from your locations. We've tracked you from, the beginning to the end. Your GPS, your
That
phone.
ain't even begin what we're going to get off your Apple Watch.
Your DNA that they just took.
My Apple Watch. Can I have that?
Nope.
You think?
You don't get anything. Then we're gonna take your clothes too. Because I have video of you in that after you turned in the Turo car. I pulled video from the airport and I have you in that outfit getting out of a taxi that I've spoken with the taxi driver. They gave me the confirmation of the card you use and your Navy Fed. And that is used when you purchase that. Like I said, we didn't need you to be here. We were being nice and giving you the opportunity. If you wanted to speak, if you wanted to, say anything about the situation.
We're the ones telling the story by what we have. And we said, hey, maybe he'll come in here, try to clear his name, try to say something was an accident, whatever it was. But no, the only thing you want to clear up is I didn't escape from the base. Okay.
It's fine. The news will just keep reporting about how you murdered, someone.
And dumped her body in the water.
We gave you the opportunity. That's something that, we can say and later on you can think about is we gave you the opportunity, like your mom said, to clear your name. We gave you the opportunity. If you would like to give any more information that I could add to that report, we tried. So later on down the road, you can't say that we didn't try.
That's it. All your buddies on base. That's all they hear is what we put on the news. Because here's the thing, and I've said this because sometimes it's not very clear because you're not originally from here. You're not from Florida, right? You're from Georgia, right? Yes? Okay. So Florida is a very transparent state. That means everything is public record. So somebody can come to our sheriff's office or go to the courthouse and say, hey, I want all the information about this case. And all those photos and everything that we put in our case are made public. So all your Google searches, everything about it. So we try to be discreet in what we put in the news because, like I said, we don't want them to know everything. But everything that we do goes into our report. So once the case is closed, all the details come out. All the details about your sleep fetish, all that stuff that you're into is public record. And according to your mom, you have siblings, brothers, sisters.
You're so on the
And then you're going to try to, mom, but it's too late. The proof is in the pudding. We have black and white photos.
From everything, from your phone, from your bank. I pulled your bank records. You pulled your accounts.
Cash App, all that shit.
Everything. So do you want your mom to find out from a news article, or do you want her to know that you were a man and you came forward about what happened?
I'm speaking to the lawyer.
Okay.
So the next time you talk to your mom, if I don't talk to her, you probably will. The going rate right now for an attorney to represent you during a homicide investigation, that's just homicide, because like I said, you're going to do the special victim stuff, is about $45,000. You want to hear the double whammy? When you get done here, still got the military to deal with.
What will they do?
They can charge you. But don't you
The uniform of military justice.
think that you would want to be known? Because don't you, in the military, I mean, you're serving and, protecting, you're supposed to be an honest man. So don't you think they look at it as, wow, we let somebody in that wasn't very honest? Just as well as we took an oath. You took the same oath.
You know them. You know the core values.
He was charged with first-degree murder. He pled not guilty. Listen, here's the thing. I don't think that this is like a situation that went bad. He went to see her, they had a disagreement, and he did what he did. I don't think that's what happened. I think this is premeditated because all the things that he looked up before he went to go see her. My thing is, if you want to pay someone to have fun, hey, do what you do. But why did you have to unalive her? Now, let's just say he gets life. In the state of Florida, if you get life, it's no coming home. That's it. You're done, He still gets to communicate with his family. He still gets to hug his family. Shit, he can get married while he's in prison. You see it all the time. The point that I'm trying to make here is, Tshey, her son would never see her again. Her son would never be able to hug her. Her son would never be able to say, Mom, I love you. And she would never be able to say, Son, I love you. She would never talk to her family again, her friends again. None of that. But it's like he's in prison, but he still has a life. He took hers. It's a lot of crazy people in this world. It is. That's why when I end my videos, what I say, y'all be safe. You hear? You know what I mean? No matter what profession you're in, you can be a police officer, a bus driver, a truck driver, a kitchen worker, whatever, it don't matter. It's always somebody out there that's looking to do you some harm. You got to keep your head on the swivel. Don't trust everyone. It might not have been the case in this one. Different profession, different thing, but still, just have to be safe, boys and girls. There's some monsters out there. That's all I got for you. If you haven't done so already, hit your boy with the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You can share it too. It's your boy. I'm gone. Y'all be safe. Yeah.